We all wonder, what's the one thing, the real secret that makes a marriage last a lifetime? We're so often told it's about the big, grand, romantic gestures. But what if the actual key is something much, much smaller? Something we can do every single day? Well, today, we're diving into the powerful research that proves exactly that.
So let's just ask it straight up. What is the real glue in a strong marriage? Let's unpack the myths we've all heard versus what the science actually has to say about it. If you look at movies, social media, everything, culture has a very clear answer for us, right? We're constantly shown that the strength of a marriage is built in those huge, unforgettable, highlight reel moments.
And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those surprise romantic getaways, the really extravagant gifts, the date nights that look like they're straight out of a magazine, and of course, the huge anniversary celebrations. These are the things we're told are the real pillars of a connection.
But here's the fascinating thing. When researchers actually dug into the data on couples who stay happy for the long haul, they found that those grand gestures, they aren't the main event at all. Nope. The real secret is so much simpler and, it turns out, way more powerful.
And here it is. It's called daily dialogue. Now, this is not about having some deep, life-changing conversation every single night. Not at all. It's about the steady, consistent little stream of small talk, of check-ins, of shared thoughts, that over time weaves this incredible fabric of emotional closeness.
Okay, so how does something that sounds so simple have such a massive impact on a relationship? Let's get into the mechanics of it, because the way this everyday talk actually builds and strengthens bonds is pretty amazing.
So think of it like this. Every small chat, every shared laugh, it creates what you could call a microbond. Just a tiny little link. But hundreds of those over weeks and months, they build this deep foundation of emotional safety, a space where you both feel you can be completely yourselves. And that's what ensures that as you both inevitably change as people, you grow together instead of slowly growing apart. It all feeds into a real friendship, real intimacy. And maybe just as crucial, it stops that quiet, unspoken resentment from ever getting a chance to build up.
And this brings us right to the heart of the matter. The legendary marriage researcher Dr. John Gottman found that after studying thousands of couples, the single strongest predictor of whether a marriage would succeed long-term was simply the quality of the couple's friendship. And what's the foundation of any great friendship? It's talking, it's sharing, it's just staying curious about each other's world.
But get this goes way deeper than just feelings of closeness. There's a powerful biological process that's actually happening inside your brain every single time you and your partner connect through a simple conversation. We're talking about real science here.
Here's how it works. You share a simple story about your commute, or you both laugh at the same silly joke. Instantly, your brain rewards that little moment of connection by releasing this cocktail of feel-good chemicals. And this creates a positive feedback loop. Your brain literally learns, hey, connecting with this person feels good, let's do more of that. And over time, your bond gets stronger on a neurological level. It's incredible.
So let's take a quick look at this bonding cocktail. A big part of it is oxytocin. You've probably heard of it as the cuddle hormone. It creates feelings of trust and connection. Then you get a hit of dopamine, which is all about pleasure and reward. And then you've got endorphins, which just give you that general sense of well-being. This is the chemistry that's firing off during a simple, positive 5-minute chat.
Okay, so we totally get the why now. It makes perfect sense. So let's get to the fun part, the how. This is a really simple blueprint with a few habits that any couple can start using, no matter how busy you are.
All right, if you're only going to make one single change after this, let it be this one. The goal isn't just to talk more, it's to ask better questions. Questions that actually open up a real conversation.
Just look at the difference here. How was your day? You know the answer you're going to get. Fine. But if you ask, what was the best part of your morning? Well, that invites a story. Did you have a good day? It's just a yes or no. But what's one thing that stood out to you today opens the door for a real detail, a real moment. See what I mean? You're going from a conversational dead end to an open door.
And here are a few more incredibly simple habits. The 10-minute daily check-in is just brilliant. Share one stress and one smile from your day. That's it. It's fast, but it's so meaningful. Also, don't just share updates, share your opinions. Talk about a podcast you heard or something in the news. And finally, use that dead time. The time you spend cooking dinner, driving somewhere, or folding laundry is a perfect, low-pressure window for a great conversation.
Okay, so finally, let's talk about the mindset that really holds all of these habits together. Because it's not just about the act of talking, it's the perspective you bring to it that honestly changes everything.
This quote just nails it. The strongest marriages are fueled by curiosity, not routine. Routine is about just going through the motions, assuming you already know the answers. But curiosity is about a genuine desire to discover something new.
Think about it. Your partner is not the same person they were 5 years ago, or heck, even 5 days ago. They're always evolving, thinking new things, having new experiences. The strongest habit you can build is to never, ever assume you've got them all figured out. Keep asking questions, keep being surprised, keep discovering who they are becoming, right there alongside you.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought, a direct call to action. It's not about planning some grand gesture. It's way simpler. What is one thing, just one small thing, that you are genuinely curious to ask your partner tonight? Just start there.